Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angel School, and we're here for our weekly angel reading for July 22nd through the 28th, 2013. And so we're working today with the Archangel Oracle cards for our theme for the week, and we're also we're working with the healing with the Fairies Oracle deck, but also by Doreen Virtue. And I had a card to kind of fall out, so I placed it over here while I was shuffling. And so I've not had that happen before when I've done the reading. So we'll take a look at this card either at the end or at the beginning, since it fell out before I shuffled, I'm thinking. And we'll just see how this goes. So we're just going to tune in to the energy of this week, and we're just asking the angels to share with us a message about the energy of this week. And what I'm seeing is an instrument that looks like a projector, actually. It looks like some kind of like a film projector, something along those lines. So I'm getting a sense that from what they're showing me that either we've been feeling vulnerable this week, we'll be dealing with some projections, and we have to be a little mindful of things projecting, or we may be projecting our own ego's perspective out onto the world, and we want to be cautious of that, especially when we're coming from feelings of feeling out of alignment, is another way of saying vulnerability. And it's very important for us to recognize that whatever the situation is coming up for you, that you should always ask yourself, what is source alignment in this circumstance or situation right now? So no matter what is happening to you, what is going on, and you may be feeling somewhat afraid or ashamed, whatever it comes up for you, remember that you have a choice. You have a choice by choosing the highest vibration or the highest frequency of thought and understanding and divine perception. So instead of letting that film projector be guided by your ego, switch the ego tape off, take that film off, and align yourself with Source, and ask Source to show you the perspective of alignment that brings life into balance, into harmony for you. And when you take the moment to do that, instead of running that old film, you get a different perspective, and you get greater clarity, and you start to see the truth around you and within you and within the situations or the persons that are involved. And so we want to remember that we are all divine beings. We are all called here for a purpose, the same purpose of love. And the planet and everything that we're going through right now through the ascension, we're all on the same team, even though the illusion, the ego, which is always going to spin a smoke screen or cloud, something that is going to distort or dilute what is true and what is pure and what is whole. So we have to be vigilant and not give up, and really just go within and ask for that clarity. So let's take a look at the first card. And this is the Archangel for this week, and very appropriate to what we're just seeing here. It's the Archangel Sandalphon. And the card says gentleness. So we're getting a different archangel for the first time in a very, very long time. And the card says, be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people situations, and environments. So, really what I'm getting from Archangel Sandalphon is that we've all been praying a lot, because Archangel Sandalphon really assists and helps with the answering of prayers. So he hears these things. And I'm drawn to the fact that he's holding the musical instrument, which is also one of his gifts, if you will, is in terms of music and the arts. So what you want to do is really, relax and give yourself a break. So take a break from some of the things that have been going on. We just coming out of the Mercury retrograde, and thank God. And it was really there was a lot going on with that. It was very powerful. It was the first time I actually even noticed the retrograde. So that tells me how strong it must be for all of us and what we've been going through in terms of that. But we talked about that a little bit as well, and it gave us a chance to really take a deeper look at what we're doing, where we're going, what choices we're making. So it wasn't a bad thing. Or, the retrograde is not a bad thing. Nothing really is. It's all about how we see it. And it gave us a chance to reevaluate ourselves, to reevaluate our lives, and to really get deeper clarity about what is our truth. And so no matter what's going on right now, that's the goal in all of this. So we really shouldn't be alarmed or afraid about anything. But this also is going to say for us this week that we really need to really calm our souls and our spirits, before we react to things that are happening, so be very much aware and of what's going on, and be aware of where you're putting your attention, as that will be your point of attraction. And so you can ask Archangel Sandalphon. And the thing is that what I'm getting is that he's saying something about your prayers have been heard, and they have been answered. And this is a message I've been getting a lot, is that patience. Things are just around the corner, the things that we're looking for. So we still need to be patient and to stay to the course. And so getting frustrated or impatient, or allowing other people or circumstances, or allowing ourselves to see things through the ego and reacting, instead of responding with the inner wisdom of our soul, will just make, this time period of waiting more difficult. So let's just take a look and see what this card was that the fairies wanted us to look at. And it says, trust your intuition. Okay, so this is the card that dropped out while I was shuffling. And so I'm just going to place this here. And so this card is just asking us to trust our intuition. So, I'm drawn towards the moon here, this colorful rainbow type moon. It looks like it's a moon. Where it seems to be she's so connected to that, and it's feeding her energy. And I know that we will have a full moon in this week coming up. So just really tune in and be aware of what psychic information is coming up for you, what information is coming up that still you have not finished dealing with, or that you just need to be aware of, certain sensitivities, ideas. This is not meant to be like, oh my God, I thought I was done with this, blah, 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 blah. It really is just to make you awareness. Awareness is healing, very, very, very healing. And so it's better that we are aware, instead of it being like a thief that is in the night and we have no idea that it's coming in and robbing us of all of our joy and our prosperity. And so let us be grateful and have gratitude for all that the universe is allowing to come to the surface, so that we can be fully aware of what we need to let go of, or just be aware of what we don't want to be cycling about any longer. So let's take a look at the card for the first card of the week from Monday, Tuesday. And the card is Inner Power. Okay? And so this is a wonderful card. And again, we have this, a crescent moon here in this card. And she's holding a star in her hand. And so this card gives me the sense that you have a lot of inner power and strength. You have the ability to transform and to manifest and to create a new life experience that you really desire. So what you really have to do is listen to your intuition. Listen to the information that's coming to you, that'll be coming to you this week, maybe possibly through your dreams, or notice any lessons that are coming up again, as they're indicators where you can transmute that old energy and where you can create new and more powerful tools and energy for yourself, experiences. So think about those things that come up to you as a way to transmute them and transform them into power that you can use. Those lessons that we gain as wisdom create a sense of power and inner strength for us. Let me just tune into this card and just see if there's any additional messages from the fairies about this. And what I'm just really seeing here is that there's just so much support around us that I'm getting a sense of Mother Mary again, quite interesting. And that, I feel like I was seeing the brain, actually. So, choosing, I guess, your power, you're choosing your thoughts very carefully, and also paying attention to the ideas, the thoughts that are coming to you as your guidance team is trying to communicate to you, possibly through your thoughts this week. So pay attention to that, any new ideas that may be coming up for you. Just listen to those ideas, as they are going to be powerful indicators of direction for you to take. Let's just take a look at the next card. So, pay attention to even information that's coming to you from, your intuition. Also pay attention to the people who are helpful and supportive of you. I just got a sense of that image too, of a lot of support, to stay positive, positive thinking, and, your positive affirmations, to continue to really work with these kinds of things. And just pay attention to all forms of helpful thoughts that may come to you from your intuition or from others at the beginning of the week. All right, let's take a look. I keep saying week. Let's take a week. What does that mean? All right. All right, we'll find out. So for the middle of the week, very interesting with all this about thoughts, we have the higher consciousness. So let's just take a look into this card and see what the message is here. So I'm getting a sense that your higher consciousness is going to have some information for you, what they're showing me. And they were also showing me doors. So these doors could represent different opportunities that may be coming up for you. Now these opportunities, so far, just from looking at the cards so far, appear to be lessons that may be, or information that may come to us while we're meditating or journaling, or that there's some kind of broader perspective or greater awareness. So I'm getting a sense that in the middle of the week, we're going to have some profound clarity that may come this week to us. So this is why it's really important to really stay grounded, to, stay focused, to stay in a place of gentleness, compassion, to not really get ourselves distorted or kind of thrown off by the ego, because there's a lot of profound awareness that will be coming to us this week. So we really want to pay attention and really stay centered within, which is what I'm really getting about this week in this card. So just be aware of more information, and you may want to really write or journal about these things and see what opportunities or new ideas or doors that may open as you take this information and integrate it into your life. I feel like a great shift or change is going to happen from this. So whatever you can do to, meditate a little bit more this week, even, like I said, exercise and a yoga, all of these things that build intuition, that expand awareness, eating, again, healthy foods, like we were talking about last week, foods that are grown in the sun and nurtured by the sun, to take on that, get that energy and that higher frequency of awareness. All right, and look at this. The card for the end of the week is visualization. So the sense is that we're going to get information from our higher self. And I got to go back to that film projector because that they were showing me at the beginning, because it's all about now what film are you playing right now. And so, visualize in very general visualizations, I find work best, because the visualization, it's more about creating the feeling and thought vibration that you want in terms of manifestation. And this is what the fairies are all about, so they're the ones who help us with this kind of thing. But you may be looking for this particular car or a particular object. Keep it general, where you allow more trust into the frequency of knowing and trusting that the universe will give you what you're asking for or something better. So keep it very general, because when you're too specific in your visualizations, you're really limiting all that can be given to you by just looking for that one thing. If you go with a general vibration of prosperity or joy or balance or harmony, and you are just visualizing how you would feel having that kind of that balance in your life. Just what does it feel like? And let your mind, let your imagination just create different scenarios for you. But what you're doing is really focusing on the feeling and the concept of having balance in your life, or respect or trust, and allowing that in. And therefore, with that vibration, whatever the frequency of trust or love or joy or balance is, there are infinite possibilities that can come with that frequency. And wouldn't it be better to have more than less? You see what I mean? So in your visualizations, really, it's better to go general, so that you're getting more than less when you're working and trying to manifest change. So if it's with your health, wholeness, okay? If it's in your relationships, balance, nurturing, growth, all the things that you want, partnership, like really visualize in a broader sense, so that you're getting more than what you could have imagined, because the universe really has a broader perspective. And so the film that the universe can play for us, could put on that projector, could be grander than your wildest imagination. And we don't want to ever limit the giving of the universe for ourselves. So for the weekend, but I feel like this is something this whole reading is an integration. It all is integrated. It's all happening simultaneously, in the sense that the week is really pointing to the source of our power to manifest. So it looks like we're going to be working in terms of manifestation, but what we have to do is that we have to be gentle and pay attention to the environment, the people, situations, and don't give in by seeing those situations through the ego. Let's just take a look at the bottom of the deck. And this week, so we have here a vacation, which is on the bottom of this card. So, maybe this is a time for all of us this week. Probably you're all probably traveling anywhere or doing something. If you're unable to do so, this means that this week is that you want to take kind of step back and relax and do something different. Get away from the grind of working and manifesting. Make it a gentle process, a one of trust. Go back to this card where it says trust your intuition. So trust. I don't know if you've been all following me on my Facebook page, but I encourage you to do so, because I write different things there, that the messages throughout the week that the angels have given me additionally to support the reading. And one of the things that I wrote there, the angels told me as I was walking, that I don't need to have trust. I only need to allow trust. And so, because the universe is abundant with it, it trusts us, and it is the reality of God. The only reality that He is accepted by Him is trust. And so the thing is we're just allowing trust in to our consciousness, and that creates a whole new frequency of vibration within us. And so this week, as you are paying attention to your intuition, being very gentle with yourself, if you can do vacation in any way, shape, or form that you can, whether even if it's just going out and taking a break, leaving work early and going to the beach every day, or doing something that you just haven't had a chance to do, and you're going to just create relaxation time into your schedule this week, that would be beneficial, because that will also shift your frequency, which will put you in a state of allowing, which will allow more for you to receive what you've been praying for. And so this is Archangel Sandalphon's guidance to us as one who hears our prayers. And let's just look at the bottom of the Archangel deck and see. So it says, I'm helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship, beloved one. And so here, this is either about usually an integration, which I feel is very important here, speaking to what's at the bottom of what's going on. So these two cards is telling us what's going on underneath everything, what's happening, what's causing all of this, what is this reading about? So these are the roots for the reason, because this is the information that's going on behind the scenes that's creating this shift that we're seeing in the cards for the week. So it's either, there could be a soulmate coming into your life, but I feel like an integration. And so we need to step back and relax a little bit to allow this integration period, to allow all of this information and all of this, because in that, like I said, in that retrograde, that gave us a lot of time to think, as it caused us to, redo things or re-examine or to take another look or whatever. And so now we've accumulated a lot of wisdom and knowledge, whether we realize it or not. So if it was a very problematic time period, the retrograde, go back now and look at the lessons of light and love that were there for you, that was showing you where you need to create transformation, where you need to move away from and move towards something else. It's in that moment, Abraham always says that, in the contrast, we often scoff at it, and we're, very alarmed by it, But the thing about it is, if it's a contrast that allows us to define and clarify what we want and what we don't want. You see, by having the contrast. And so the retrograde definitely is a period of contrast. And so you definitely learn something about yourself. And if you can just step back out of the ego's cycle of, victimization and lack and limitation and making you feel inadequate and making you feel like a fool, because that's what it does to us. And don't like to use that word, but that's how it makes us feel. And that's the message is always given to us. And so what can we create now in its place? What have we learned through this recent reevaluation period, and how can we move forward? What can we create? What are the gems, the lessons that are waiting for us to help us to activate and move forward? So we send you so much love and many angel blessings and prosperity and balance in your life, and ask that you be gentle, that you be patient, and be constant in your faith, knowing that the universe has all the faith in you and all the trust in you, and you don't really have to have it. All you have to do is allow it. And isn't it a wonderful and beautiful thing to hear? And so I ask you to join me on Facebook page and to like us on the Facebook page, which you can find in the description link, so that you can join us and share with what's going on with you, and to get more information there about these readings for the week and what the angels are sharing with me. I think you will find it very helpful, in addition to what we do here for the week. And also, if you're looking for an angel reading, please feel free to contact me, and on my website, where you can find the prices there for a reading. And also, I'm starting something soon about mentoring program. And also, I'll be coming up with some workshop ideas. So if you have any workshop ideas, things that you would like for me to focus on, where you could do online workshops, then please share that with me, and I'll be happy to put something together that can be of a great help to you at this time of change and great evolution and shift in our lives. So until next week, angel blessings, and God bless you.